Tommy Tedesco was certainly one of the most colorful studio musicians ever, anywhere. The guitar that's on display is the one that Tommy used on the beginning of MASH. So every time you see that rerun, you hear the guitar opening up this theme song of Suicide's Painless. That's the guitar you're hearing, and it's Tommy Tedesco that did it. This is not an expensive guitar. Tommy, as are most musicians, are not that concerned with what the name is on the instrument, what it sounds like. And that was the case here. Tommy had expensive Ramirez guitars and so forth, but the one that sounded good with the microphone on it was the one that's on display. The hat is also a trademark of Tommy. He wore that hat and hats like that quite often. Tommy was a character. There's no other words to put it but a character. He was funny. He had some funny. He was a claustrophobic person. He couldn't. If one time the lights were off in the studio and he had to get somebody to light a lighter to keep him from kind of flipping out in there, and it just, elevators were not part of the program.
He was featured in the theme to Bonanza, in Batman,
The Chores.
The Stars.
While his name may not be immediately familiar to everyone, some aspect of his music almost certainly is.
Tommy was also legendary for his ability to sight read music. One time he was in the studio and he was playing something and everybody was like, "What are you doing?" And they looked at it and he had the music turned upside down. So he could read it any way you could possibly write it. He could play it. Tommy Tedesco was also the inspiration for a great documentary about the Wrecking Crew, which was put together over 12, 13, 14 years by his son Denny Tedesco.
Strangers in the night.
Albert!
KHJ Los Angeles. 5:00 in Los Angeles.
Would you like to ride in my beautiful